Hi everybody, it's me Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed Season 1 series. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 1, Episode 2, Divas, Queens, and Bubbalas. If you recall, Season 1, Episode 1 left us with a to be continued, so we are picking up exactly where we left off last week. We are at Charisse's crab boil, and Giselle and Karen are arguing about the rules of etiquette as they apply to seating at a birthday party, specifically Karen's. Charisse is upstairs telling her friend all about the way Giselle behaved and her friend that she brought up to her bedroom, which, that was wrong. Totally. Charisse is like, you're banging around in my kitchen. Now you're going to bring your sidekick up my steps? I don't blame her at all. An hour later, the party's in full swing. Katie and Andrew and her kids arrive. Robin is there with her kids. Giselle ends up pulling Charisse aside to talk. And she said, "What happened?" Charisse tells her, "I didn't like the way you came into my house." Giselle, "Charisse, I was being jokey. Charisse, "You have never been like that with me. Now, come on." I'm wondering if Giselle is playing for the cameras, do you think? Because, this is the first time for any of these ladies, right? This is season 1, and the whole series just started, so I don't know. When Charisse says things like, Giselle has been in my house several times, she has never behaved like this, it makes me wonder if Giselle is playing up for the show. I don't know. So now Giselle calls out for her sidekick, the hairdresser. "Cal, we're leaving." You guys, I don't know if Cal is going to end up being a major player in this franchise or if we never see him again. I don't know. But this guy is a trip. Just the way he's like lurking around in his shorts and his baseball cap and his glass of champagne. I don't know. Like he's an invited guest when really he's only there to react to Giselle's comments. Giselle now, she's furious with Charisse and Karen, by the way. So now she's going off on Karen. Miss Diane von Furstenberg, a.k.a. Josephine Baker, a.k.a. Lady Eloise, Karen, and Charisse have a problem with me. So she's like, "We're leaving." Or she says, "I'm getting my grip and I'm gone." That's what they say on the streets. Word on the street is, "I'm getting my grip." So Karen is there now. Karen, "Charisse, this is so beneath you." Cal turns to Karen. "You have nothing to do with it." Yeah, Cal to Karen. Oh no. Trust and believe that Karen Huger did not take that lightly. Karen's confessional, she's like, "Who is that man?" Oh, she's calling for security. Anyway, Giselle leaves, to get her grip. The next scene is at Katie's house. A rabbi comes over to her home because she is going to have a naming ceremony for her daughters. They're twins. They're like 2 years old. And then I think she has a younger son. Her house is right on the 13th hole of this golf course that apparently is very famous because Obama has come through and she's seen a lot of interesting people come through, when she sits on the porch. Her house, did I say this? Her house is right on the 13th hole. So the rabbi is there to, at the naming ceremony, he will give her daughters their Hebrew names. Katie says, "I'm going to have an informal naming ceremony." She is very Jewish, by the way. Katie likes to tell us that often. However, she does only go to synagogue on high holidays and she can't read Hebrew. She tells the rabbi that she wants to involve Andrew in some way, her soon-to-be fiance. This is going to be a running thing, by the way, guys, so get used to it. They are not engaged, just so you know. It's just that Katie is almost willing it to be true. But mostly she wants Andrew involved because she wants everybody else to see how involved he is with her kids. All right, now we are at Karen's house, and her husband Raymond, his Aunt Dot, is coming to visit. Side note, for being the Black Bill Gates, Ray seems to have to drop everything and run downstairs to that second kitchen an awful lot. She's sending him down there now for tea. We don't have any Lipton tea for Aunt Dot. It is interesting, though, you guys, to see Karen nervous about somebody else, because Karen is the Aunt Dot to everybody else. So the fact that she's got somebody that makes her nervous to do the right thing, I find that interesting. In fact, Karen credits Dot for being the one to teach her the rules of etiquette. Because, Karen is just a farm girl, as we are often reminded. Side note, how old is Ray? All right, I just looked it up. He's 73 now. But this season was filmed in 2016, so that's 4 years ago. So he's probably about 68 here. Damn, no offense, but he does look older. Next, we are at a charity function with Katie and Giselle. Katie introduces, or Robin is there too. Katie introduces them to her friend, Ashley. Giselle tells us that she can't even concentrate on anything that Ashley is saying because I'm being accosted by this giant bush of hair. Oh my God. Seriously? Why? Because Ashley's hair is natural and not some knockoff Rihanna wig that your friend Cal put on your head? Giselle should not complain about anybody else's hair. That wig was hideous. But honestly, you are going to make fun of somebody's natural hair? That's ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, Katie and Robin are also crazy. They are grilling Ashley after Ashley talks about her charity. They ask her if she's married, which is fine, I guess. But then Katie says, "Is your husband white or black?" Huh? That was weird, right? Ashley says he's white. Katie, "My boyfriend's white." I'm surprised she didn't say fiance. Then Robin says, "Are you mixed or anything?" What is with the questioning, you guys? Am I overreacting to it? I find it very inappropriate to ask someone the race of their husband and to also ask if somebody is mixed race. I'm out of my element here. Perhaps it's a normal thing to ask. It just seems irrelevant to me, but I don't know. Anyway, Ashley doesn't seem to mind, I guess. She says, "I am." Then Robin says, "What are you?" And Ashley said, "I'm black and white." Katie, "Me too." Then Giselle says to Katie, "And what are you tonight?" Katie tells us that she embraces all parts of her family. And then she talks about the naming ceremony. Boy, these women get right in there with the questions. In about 28 seconds, Giselle has found out that Ashley is 26 years old. She wants a kid. And her husband is 55 and has been married before. Now Ashley gets, or already is, tipsy. Everyone's up and dancing. And she's I think she's just being fun and playful. And she's grinding up on Robin. Robin tells us in her confessional that black girls don't hump on people like that. And she speculates that Ashley is spending way too much time with white people. Side note, I just looked this up because Ashley looks familiar to me, and she does become a housewife. I'm not sure when, maybe next season. Oh my God, Giselle's confessional. I don't know about this Ashley. She seems a little ratchet. I can tell you one thing, she is not from Potomac, Maryland. Excuse me, aren't you the one who isn't going to follow the rules of all these stuffy Potomac women? I don't know. That seems a little snooty of you, Giselle. We get a little scene at Karen's house where she calls Ray on the intercom, on the house intercom. "Ray, can you come into the great room? I have a little honey-do list item for you." No doubt it involves getting something from the second kitchen. Good God. Can't you hire staff for these chores? Leave that old man alone, Karen. Now we see Charisse at tumbling practice with her daughters. They're, they look to be preteen age, maybe. I didn't even know she had kids. They weren't at the crab boil. Well, they weren't on camera. The next scene is at Giselle's house with her 3 daughters. She has a 10-year-old and 9-year-old twins. I am in love with these kids. I'm obsessed with her daughters. They are so sweet and funny, and I can't imagine what they're going to be like 5 years from now, because I know that in real life we're on season 5 with Potomac, but right now I couldn't love them more. Giselle tells them that she's going to take the high road and she's going to write letters to Charisse and Karen and invite them to lunch. She tells her daughters that she wants to talk about what went wrong, and her 10-year-old advises her not to do that at all. They tell her not to write a letter and that talking never helps. Giselle goes, "So if I write these letters and I invite them out, then I've done my part." Her daughter goes, "No. Your part would be to watch your mouth." Oh, now the girls are all working really hard to help her write these notes. It is so cute. One of them suggests, "A circle is round, it has no end, and that's how long I want to be your friend." It's so cute. That's like a Girl Scout poem. Oh, we do get to see the real note that she's writing. I did a close-up on it, and here's what it says. "Dear Karen, I look forward to seeing your style and elegance at lunch. We will talk, learn, listen, and laugh." With the word listen underlined. Listen to your daughters. What? Okay, we see Arlington, Virginia, and then we see Ashley with her own opening credit. Wow. Okay, that was fast. So Ashley is a housewife. You guys were probably all yelling this at the screen. Jill, she's already a housewife. Yeah, well, I just found out now. I only missed episode 1. I wonder why that was. Maybe because she had to be introduced by Katie to the others or something. I don't know. I wonder what her tagline's going to be. Okay, so we get to see her husband, Michael Darby. He is a real estate developer. Ashley was Miss Washington, D.C., 2011. Michael is Australian. She grew up in Sandy Springs, Maryland. Not a lot of money. Michael comes home from work and offers to make her a drink. And I don't know. He seems nice so far. Am I going to be sorry about that? And, you know, he's a lot older than her, but so far so good. Next is the naming ceremony at Katie's house. The guests arrive, the rabbi arrives, and Giselle is 45 minutes late. She comes right in the middle of the rabbi starting the ceremony, I guess. But in Giselle's confessional, you would have thought it was Katie's fault for starting on time. Oh, but that is not the awkward part, you guys. The awkward part is when the rabbi talks about the girls, he gives them their Hebrew name, and he talks about their mother in their life. And then he's sort of stumbling and not knowing how to refer to Andrew. So he calls him the most delicious fiancé in the world. What? The rabbi called Andrew the most delicious. Okay. I promise you, after that, nobody even remembers that Giselle came late. But Andrew, of course, doesn't want anyone to mistakenly call him Katie's fiance, so he said, "You could just call me the smartest guy in the room," or something. Oh, God, you guys, I hate Andrew. I'm putting that out there now. I can't with this guy, and I hope he's not on very much. And those of you who know into the future and are probably yelling at me, I'm just putting this out there. I hope she doesn't end up marrying him. Just saying. I could change my mind. Maybe he will turn around, but as of right now, no, thank you. Now everyone moves out to the yard to have food and chit-chat. And Giselle can't wrap her brain around how Katie is both black and Jewish. Katie tells them that, yes, growing up, it was a little bit strange being the only black person at synagogue, but also she was used to being the only black person anywhere she went. They didn't live in a black neighborhood. She didn't go to school with black kids, so that was kind of what she was used to anyway. In Giselle's confessional, she said, "How can you just decide? Today I'm black, today I'm Jewish?" Because it's not an either or, Giselle. Black people can be Jewish. The other woman at the table tells Robin and Giselle, I think, that she thought they were white. They both have light skin, green eyes, blonde hair, but they both identify as black. Maybe because of that, they want Katie they don't like that she hasn't. Okay, you guys, now it is time for Giselle's lunch with Charisse and Karen. Oh my God. I'm like sweating. Giselle sent a car for them, and now the driver is handing them. They're on their way to the restaurant, but now the driver has handed them their notes. Oh, okay. Well, I guess she revised her note to Karen because Karen is reading it aloud right now. And this is what it says. As a host, I am allowing you to sit wherever you choose. Oh my God. Karen is just beside herself. She's like, open yours. Let's see your note, Charisse. So Charisse opens hers, and it was the circle poem from the 9-year-old. Karen seems a little put out by that, that hers was so nice, but Charisse is not buying it. She said, oh, this is as fake as the blonde on her head. All right, so the ladies arrive and, true to form, they can sit wherever they want. So they're sitting down, and I don't know if they've ordered yet or not, but they're all just waiting to see what happens. I think maybe before they order. I know that Giselle is waiting to see what happens before she gives them these flowers that she bought for each of them. Karen is trying to say that her gift of the etiquette rules was just a joke. It was just meant in a lighthearted fashion, which we know it wasn't. In Giselle's confessional, she said, the wig on top of her head is the biggest joke at this table right now. Smooth it down, boo. Smooth it down. And then you see Karen, and it's a little off. I love Giselle and Karen. I love them both right now. Charisse says to Giselle, did you think your behavior that night was good? And Giselle goes, I just don't know why you're mad at me. So she tells her, it was the way you and your friend came into my home. And the fact that you came upstairs to my room, I don't know him. Giselle is now trying to say that they came upstairs so that Cal could do her hair. And that Charisse told Cal she wanted him to curl her hair. And Charisse said, I never said that. Now, the replay shows Charisse being playful with Cal. And I think that's all it was. You know what? I know that's all it was because Charisse had her own glam squad there. Charisse said, oh, I need you to cook the crabs. And Cal said, oh, and also curl that hair. That was a little bit rude of Cal. Yes, Charisse answered the door and maybe her hair wasn't fixed, but she was having someone do it. So, lay off, Cal. I think to be playful, she just said, oh, for sure. So jokingly, she's like, yes, and that too. But like I said, clearly it was a joke. She had her people waiting upstairs. And I kind of wish Charisse would have said that right now. Why would I want Cal to do my hair when my people were waiting for me? Oh my God. Karen wanted Cal to be vetted and have a background check on him when he came into Charisse's house. Because she said, he offered to kick my ass. First of all, he didn't. But I love that she said offered. Oh, well, this goes from bad to worse. Charisse leaves because clearly Giselle is not there to apologize. And the presence of Giselle's face repulsed Charisse. In Giselle's confessional, she said, she's alone on that one because this face repulses no one. Oh, she's not wrong. She is stunning. She is very, very beautiful. So now it's just Karen and Giselle said that she had brought flowers, but, forget it. And Karen said, you should give those flowers to your children because they're the ones that helped you write those notes. Karen tells Giselle that she is as fake and phony as a $10 bill. $10 bill? Okay. Karen is just dragging her now. You're a lost cause. You're an empty shell. I expected more from you. And that is about it for episode 2. Should have listened to your daughters, Giselle. It never goes well. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying the season 1 series, and we'll be back next week with me for the next episode of season 1 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Please leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Also, if you would like to be notified every time I have a new posted video, go ahead and click on that bell icon. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.